I was fiddling with stuff still. Also, Calum, you're like mostly out of frame. It's just like...
I will sit up then.
Thank you. Hello, and welcome to Sundered Empire. I always forget that my camera's there now rather than there, so I always... Welcome to Sundered Empire. It's our D&D campaign. We're here, and we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. If you're new to the fan base, because I think the movie's out now, right? The movie's out now? Yeah.
It came out a few days ago, yeah.
Then, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the movie. We haven't seen it yet. I don't think any of us have seen it. Has anyone seen it yet?
No, I haven't, and I'm also not going to see it tomorrow now either, because I really just need to crack on with my costume. So I will be seeing it first time with Pete.
Fair enough. But yeah, it's we like D&D in this house. We like tabletop role-playing games. And D&D is...
Take them all even.
Okay, Calum's not a huge fan. He actually we kind of twist his arm to play this with us.
Even though I show up basically every week.
I know he lives like hours away, but what you don't know is that he's actually chained to his bed right now.
Yeah, I can't leave. So.
But it's a gamer bed, it's fine. And he's perfectly capable of drinking his own piss. In fact, he enjoys it, so it's a good situation for him, really.
Yeah.
I love how this is the... I take part in another D&D campaign. Yeah, I cheat on you guys, sorry. With one of my friends, well, a couple of my friends, but one of my friends is the DM, and he streams it, and he's like trying to be a very professional streaming DM, so he does things like insist that we don't swear for the first 30 seconds, because that gets you demonetized on YouTube. We, in the first 30 seconds, talk about being chained to your bed and drinking your own piss.
Yeah.
It's fine, we get demonetized anyways because we use copyrighted music. Speaking of which, let's get some tunes going. Anyways, yeah, so welcome to Sundered Empire. Everyone roll me a d20.
Oh god. Game's paused, by the way.
I mean, that doesn't stop you from rolling, so...
Oh, does it not?
No, never has.
Oh.
Just stops you from moving.
Oh.
Yes.
Wait, where's my dice, by the way? I did it last time.
Did you save your settings?
I think I did.
Well, you also rolled the lowest, so while you're fiddling with your settings, give us a recap, Samo.
Well, I have to concentrate because it's been a bit... Where did we start off again? 2 weeks ago. Because I didn't take notes. I forgot to take notes.
I've never taken notes a day in my life playing a role.
I need notes. I have like...
Actually, that's not true. I play Call of Cthulhu and I take notes as an investigator. That's it. That's because I'm investigating things. I'll just do the recap. It's fine. The party arrived...
No, he doesn't get away with this.
Yes,
No, I refuse.
You know what? Let's have a bit of fun. We're going to do sentence-to-sentence passing. That's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start you off, Samo. The party arrived at the Rock of Bral. Samo.
We got off the ship and we went straight to a bar that was manned by a... What were they called again?
Beholder.
One of the most famous D&D monsters in existence.
I haven't fought one yet, it's not my bad.
No, it's the Demigorgon, right?
Yeah, a beholder, that.
Okay.
Continue.
Calum, what happened next? You're in the tavern with the beholder.
Yeah, we're in the tavern with the beholder, and we had some weird biscuit drink.
Yep.
Beverage of sorts.
I can't remember what it was called either. Bisky, I think.
Bisky.
Yeah.
Bisky. Yeah, we were there to find a captain of some sort, right? A captain of a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Who we meet, along with a very dapper hippo man named Julius. So yeah, we have a little talk with this man, and he agrees that he's gonna help us with our endeavors to fuck up some elves, because stinky little knife is. Anyway, then we head out, and we get jumped by a load of goddamn bandits.
I have a little question.
By
what was the name of
bandits,
the
I
frog
mean
again?
spies.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe.
It's a toad.
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. Okay, cool.
GU Sape.
So, Alex, what happened next? You get attacked by these assassins.
We fuck up all the assassins. And then we head on over to the...
Name of ship.
Yeah, God, I do know it. I just...
It's a mechanic that you can do in D&D.
Second Wind. Yep. We head on over to the Second Wind, where we get announced by Starbow, or Starbow, I can't remember which one. Probably Bow, because it's a ship. We get announced by this giant sort of treant called the Starbow. And then we meet Ardra Fell Ardra?
Oh, Ardra. You close.
Who at this time is hiring the ship from the Commodore.
Commodore, not Captain.
But he wants it back to go on this mission to kill the Astral Elves. And she's like, no, we had a contract. This is, my ship. Like, you're going to have to pay a shit ton of money if you want it back. And then because we couldn't come up with anything, she just changed her mind and was like, okay, whatever. And then walked off. And I think that's where we got to, really. Anything of importance.
All right, Samo, what happened next? Because that's not where the session ended.
Oh.
I remember we had fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
We fought another ship. And after that, the session ended. But I'm not entirely sure what happened during the fight and all that.
Yeah, you
There
fought.
was this.
Go ahead, Alex.
There was this guy. I don't know what he was. But he
Inconsequential. Just
he.
You fought a man
basically
named
came-
Hastane who supposedly has political power on the Rock of Bral, and he was the one who sent the assassins, and he has sworn allegiance to the Astral Elves. He attacked you, you killed him, but in the process, your ship, Commodore Crux, was knocked unconscious, and none of the rest of you know how to spell jam yet, so you can't fly the ship on your own. So,
No time.
what about him?
But not
Try
for
to-
long, Pete.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Because-
depends what you mean by not for long.
I would like to put together my chair.
I'm gonna grab my tablet.
We've lost Samo.
No, I'm not here.
No, it's just a black screen. Also, all the names are fucked again. Fuck's sake. Who's changed their name again?
No one. Tommy's not here.
Yeah, but I thought I had it set up correctly, but it's not set up
But
correctly.
he would be.
There is.
You have to put it under Tom's name, not player who is bad.
Yeah, there's player who is bad, and then there's the grown-up stable boy. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I thought the player who is bad was set up so that it would appear correctly. What's he fucking normally called in Discord? Can someone look at his name, because I can't see it right now?
Aetheron?
He starts with A. Yeah, Aetheron.
Yeah, Aetheron.
Is it Aetheron
That'll
in
be
brackets or out of brackets?
No, just out of bracket.
Does that work? Does that fix
Aetheron
it?
who is bad.
That didn't fix it. Okay, hold on. Sorry about this. Now, Samo is in the wrong place. Because Samo, it needs to go after Samo.
My bad.
That's fine. You're not wrong. It's just...
You're wrong.
You're wrong, kid.
Oh, it's probably because it's not a camera as well.
Yeah, that's why I thought I had it set up correctly before, but... Oh, Anne isn't after AP anyways. Fuck's sake.
And man.
I was trying to be clever and put it after P, but N becomes before P anyways.
And man.
And
Design man.
That's still not changed it. What? Why is... Why?
Oh, there you go. Did do it. Or did it not?
No, it's still not fixed it.
Oh.
As man.
I don't know, just try killing Tom. I don't know.
Yeah, as I say, we had this set up for the last time Tommy was absent, and it did work correctly. And I don't know why it's now not doing it. But basically, Samo and Calum are in completely wrong places, and so is Tommy.
Hello, it is me, Samuel.
Hello.
It's alright. I'm just gonna fuck around and find out.
German right now.
That's German accent.
Apologies about this, folks.
Mein Eger entflogen ist schon durch.
Yeah.
I was going to say some sort of racial thing.
No, you didn't.
Okay, good.
Not yet. If you continue, maybe you do.
I mean, it's Calum. It will slip out at some point.
I'm not multilingual racist. I'm afraid. I haven't ascended to that level of godhood yet, my guy.
One of us probably should learn to spell jam.
I mean, now we have like a crazy smart hippo guy, right?
Well, yeah, true.
I may not be watching the stream, and I'm just watching the names slowly move.
Hey, I've sped it up. Shut up.
It's just funny to watch. They're just slowly moving.
That's too far. That's not far enough. That's too far. Okay, that's a good starting point, and then that looks about right. And then we just need to sort out Calum's tag. What I need to do at some point is remember where things are, like and note down where they are, and then just like have a little Bible for when Tommy fucks everything up. And then, you know what will happen? He'll come back next week, and he'll be like, why is everyone always so mean to me about not showing up? And it's like, because you cause so much anguish, Tommy. You cause so much anguish. You fog things up. You fuck things up. You make people sad.
But his response can just be with, I'm just a man. Just a normal man.
Just normal
You're
men.
trash, kid.
Just normal men. Anyways, right. So you wanted to put together the spelljamming ship or spelljamming helm that you had looted off of the Elvish ship, if memory serves?
Yes.
Okie doke, bear with me 1 second.
I disassembled it. Because it's something I was going to use for our ship, but I can use it for the ship in the meantime.
Oh.
Okay. So, where we find you then is on board the Second Wind, as it's just kind of listlessly drifting through the fell skies. No power and no direction, because, yeah, you don't currently have a pilot piloting it. And since the ship is not powered by sails like your ship normally is, yeah, there is currently no... It's just drifting off of, like, previous momentum, basically. What would you like to do?
Oh. I will head down. Down.
And they call it a mine. Why'd you do that? Why'd you move yourself when you teleported?
Did I? What?
Yeah, you teleported and then you moved again, rather than letting yourself teleport.
Oh, it's because I had it set up as like a thing where I just moved, and then let go.
Oh, you
So
son
I
of a
forgot that
bitch.
there's a teleporter thing, so
You
when
son
I
of-
stepped on the
You
teleporter,
son of a bitch.
ain't I a son of a gun?
No, you're a son of a bitch.
Anyway. We got the call that he's unconscious, right? Or...
Yes, Crux is there, unconscious.
Ah. He do be the unconscious.
He's not restrained, though. I accidentally clicked restrained.
Oh, Crux. Ugh. Well, this is not good. I'll just sort of like shimmy him out the doorway.
Okay.
Okay.
Am I on top deck?
Yes.
Can I go down?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Pete.
Whoa.
There is a map.
There is a map, yes.
It is of the stars. Yes.
It looks like the stars from this bird's eye view of a drawing that's kind of representative of what's in front of you, but actually it appears to be a couple of floating islands in a misty fog.
Whoa. And we're going to the Rock of Bral, right?
You've come from the Rock of Bral.
Oh, we know we're coming for the Rock of Bral. It's that tiny little island we're going to, isn't it?
You were heading to a tiny little island that had a mage's tower by the name of Topola, who you... I can't remember who had remembered, but some of you had remembered who Topola
No,
was.
I know,
Topola.
I know the island, but obviously I don't have photographic memory, so if I saw the map, I know where we're going. Correct?
You could definitely give it a decent shot. I don't think you intended to go to Topola's Island the first time. You just kind of happened upon it. So what I'll do is get you to do a roll of... What should it be? Navigator's tools if you have it. Otherwise, insight. But you can roll with advantage since you have been there before.
Yeah. Can't remember what my navigator's tools roll is. How do I know what my roll is? I can't remember what it is. It's an intelligence check, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Plus my proficiency.
If you have it in your inventory, you should just be able to click it. Yeah,
Excuse
it's under
me?
tools. Bear with me 1 second. You are proficient with those, so I don't know why that's not.
Oh, it might have been a fucky thing when we leveled up.
Try it now. See whether that will let you roll it. If not, then yes, it is an intelligence roll plus your proficiency bonus. But yeah, there you go. You can now click use navigator's tools.
Here we go. D20 plus 1 plus ability check bonus plus. Yep, cool.
Nice. You didn't even roll that with advantage, so you can re-roll it if you want to. But that was pretty good as it is. Even better the second time. All right.
I'm getting quite good at this.
Yeah, you can fairly quickly work out where you are, where the Rock of Bral is, and where Topola's tower is.
Excellent. That isn't the chair, right? That's just a spell jamming.
That is Crux's Spelljammer chair.
So it's not the one that I can just sit on and fucking zoom.
Well,
actually...
you would attune to the one you dismantled, right?
Yes.
Then-
I can't remember. It's basically a chair that allows you to fly the ship even though you can't spell jam. I know that.
Oh, you got
much.
the Spelljamming helm.
Yeah.
Uh,
I should know if it was different from the one that is in the ship currently.
Yeah, so it's a specific chair that you have, and you are attuned to it, but it's a different chair. Oh, you're not attuned to it yet. So you could either spend time trying to attune to this one, or you can attune to the one in your inventory, but you'd have to put it back together again.
Right. As long as it serves the same purpose, I won't put together my chair that I have in my inventory. Like if it's the same thing, then
yeah.
But yeah, I'll sit in chair.
All right. It's been a while. I can't remember how attuning works. I think it's over a long rest.
It depends. Sometimes it's an hour. Sometimes it's a long rest. It depends on what the item says.
Does it really now?
Or it's up to you, Pete, because you're the DM.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is, bud.
No, I'm
You're
just
God.
I'm just a fake.
You're God in this universe.
I've never actually dungeon mastered for you guys. There's a rat who sits on top of my head and he controls me.
Little little DM.
Are you sure it isn't Danny DeVito behind you?
I only acquired Danny DeVito recently, so. But does it say on the item description? It doesn't say. So I'm going to say it's going to take at least a long rest plus an Arcana roll. So. Good thing that you recently took a level in Wizard, though. Or actually, I suppose Eldritch Knight did it as well, because you need to be a spellcaster to be able to attune.
Lucky.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can focus on doing that during a long rest.
Okay. Well, we ain't got anything better to do, so I'll do that.
Am I in the room with him?
Yes.
Well, if it's going to take 8 hours, we could always just wait. I could then heal Crux, or he may wake up in that time.
Yeah, we can try that. I don't know. Can it take multiple attunements, or when I attune, he's then got to attune? I'm still sort of new to that stuff.
I don't know, but I would assume that he stays attuned.
Apologies, you can do it. Oh, you can normally tune things over a short rest, but I'm going to say that with a Spelljammer's Helm, because it's a fairly big thing, long rest feels more appropriate.
Yeah. But I assume if I attune to this, he would no longer be attuned.
If that's what you are assuming is Jericho, then that's what you can assume is Jericho.
Can I roll to see if I know?
You can roll an Arcana check, yeah.
I'm not good at the magic stuff.
At the magics?
I only can cause the lights to come out my fingies.
Ooh. Oh my god, you're smart as fuck.
Most attunements are attuned to one person at a time.
No, it won't be capable of multiple attunements.
Right, okay. Well, it's probably best to keep him at the helm, I guess.
I would agree.
Okay, well, it's worth a try.
Tell me, do you know how to spell jam?
No.
That's a shame. I will have to speak to the Commodore to see if I can learn.
Right, okay. I mean, I was just about to try. Oh wait, no, that's so you can do it without spelling. Right. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I had no idea.
Well, I'm sure I'll get the opportunity at some point.
Right. I guess you want me to let you sort out Crux?
Yes.
Right, yeah, well, alright. Oh.
Whoops. Sorry, my big frame, I have trouble with doors.
Yeah, no, all good, all good.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
Let me get it for you.
I'll just kind of like put. I'll just put Crux in the chair at the desk, not in the spell jamming chair, in case he just wakes up and starts fucking.
He starts dream flying.
Yeah. Was the Hadozi Flinch, Mr. Flinch, on the top deck?
He was, yeah.
Then after I've done that, I'll come out, I guess, as well.
Did I not? Oh no, I'm being dumb.
Cool.
The adrenaline is going to wear off, and I'm going to slump next to these boats.
Alright.
I be resty. Don't think I have any downtime or anything, even though it's... I'm going to assume we're going to take a long rest.
Don't know yet.
That is me.
Ah. How's he looking? Says Mr. Flinch as you approach.
Well, it's looking like it's going to take a while before we can get going. I suggest we all take a rest. I've placed Crux in his desk chair.
Okay. Well, I'll make an assessment of the ship, see if there's any repairs we need to do after the attack. Good job aiming. You're a true Deadeye, he says, slapping Aetheron on the back. Aetheron turns to him and goes,
While T-posing.
Yeah.
Question. When I got my purple stone thingy a few sessions back, and I attuned to it, we never rolled what kind of spells were on the stone. Because apparently I'm supposed to like roll a 1d4 to see what's going on with it. When found, it contains 1d4 minus 1 levels of stored spells chosen by the GM.
Yeah, so it has been determined. If you look in your spell book, you'll see that you have a spell from the Iron Stone of Reserve.
Never mind.
Also, just notice that your token is broken because it's the old token from before you leveled up. So I've just replaced you so that you can double-click your token if you need to.
Sick. Coolio.
Alright. I'll be back.
Let me know what you find and if you need any assistance.
I will do, Julius. You know we've got, like, hammocks below deck, right? He says to you,
Yeah,
Jericho.
no, I'm just catching my breath.
Alright. What's everyone want to do?
I'll help to begin with if there's anything that Flinch wants me to help with, and then if not or after, I would like to take a long rest.
Okay.
Yes.
The ship is actually in pretty good condition. It's taken some minor hits, but nothing that, basically planks of wood covering up holes won't do. So you can help out a little bit with basically just nailing planks in place. And then, yeah, you can all take a long rest if you want.
I'll also load this thing already, so if something happens again, it's already loaded.
Duly noted.
I don't know if I'll be able to, because I'm not sure of the surroundings. But am I able to actually mark where we're drifting, so we actually know where we are when we're ready to fly again?
With that, that's just going to be basically like a pure insight check.
Yeah. That's fine. I just want to make sure we have some sort of bearing for when we actually go off again. Insight. That's not good.
You think you're getting pretty close to the two islands of Toriel. Which is surprising because it took you so long to get down south from the islands of Toriel. But yeah, it's a good point actually. Does this world have north, east, south, and west anymore when presumably there are no magnetic poles anymore?
Let's not think about that.
You know what? I've just realised the very fabric of this campaign setting doesn't make sense. We're throwing this campaign in the bin right now.
Oh, okay. We all just cease to exist.
Yep.
It's like a bit from Monty Python. Pete's hand comes in and just starts crumpling everything up.
Alright. So taking a long rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Downtime. Does anyone want to do downtime?
Just trying to think if there's anything I can do for Tom.
I'll read my book.
I will start looking at this Talarith.
Actually, I think I'll work on my weapons a bit, like sharpen my sword and my gloves and stuff. That's what I'll do.
Okay, after 8 days, well, not 8 days, what, 8 hours, it would be 3 o'clock in the morning. So do people want to kind of just like get up immediately once they finish their long rest, or do people want to wait until the morning?
We'll wait until morning, I think.
Yeah. I'd say so as well.
Okay. So you can all do a long rest on your character sheet, and when it asks you whether it's a new day or not, you can click yes.
Is new day?
Is new day.
Is new day?
It is new day.
Wait, where does it say that?
Yeah.
It's new day.
New day. Yes. Okay, I did that already.
All right. Let's talk about the Talarith then. Julius. So you acquired this item called a Talarith last session, and I believe we agreed it would be very, very difficult to kind of identify it because of, or attune to it because of its nature. So first of all, let's look at identifying. I'm assuming you don't have the spell Identify.
I do.
You do have the spell Identify. Okay,
Oh,
you can cast the spell Identify.
shit.
Then.
He got you, Pete! Oh!
Alright, target yourself and then cast
Man
Identify
came
then.
prepared. Zing!
Zing.
Also, that is fucked up. Alright. You cast a spell, and you gain some insight into the item in question in your inventory. Yeah, no, I didn't realize the cameras were broken, and thank you for the well done for having shaved, Mo. Not sure that's worth congratulating, but no congratulations to Calum for also shaving.
I'm a big moustachy boy now.
Very twirly. Yeah.
Samo and I just cavemen.
So
But I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so.
You bastard.
who asked?
What?
Who asked?
Alex seemed quite interested, considering he called me
He,
bastard.
he didn't ask though. You volunteered
That
the
is true.
information and he responded. But
I just assumed.
okay, so a Talareth is a piece of jewelry. I believe we decided it was a necklace.
Yeah.
And while the Rhaegar, which is the species that he was, wears a Talareth, any weapon wielded by that species deals an extra 1d6 force damage when it hits. As an action, the Talareth can also summon a golem that looks just like it, so basically clones itself. The golem obeys its commands and uses its statistics, except it is a construct that doesn't have a Talareth of its own. The golem vanishes after 1 hour or when it's reduced to 0 hit points. After summoning a golem, the Rhaegar must finish a short rest or a long rest before this property can be used again. And normally, it requires the Rhaegar who created it to attune to it. So normally, no one else can, but we decided that you would be able to. It would just be a very, very high DC. So to try and attune to it, that's going to require an Arcana check.
Okay.
Come on.
And if it's a nat 1, it just gets destroyed.
It becomes non-magical, yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to become the new chest, just like in Star Wars Leviathan, we had the chest that we got about halfway through the campaign and ran until the end. That is unfortunately not a success.
Okay.
Damn, I couldn't even tune to this thing if I wanted to. Apart from that 20, but...
Alright. You can do it
I just
again
gotta hope-
next day, basically.
Yeah, I just gotta hope that I get a nat 20 before I get a nat 1.
It's a 5% chance both ways. So. Alright, let me just check. Did Tommy have any downtime? Tommy's... Oh no.
Butts.
No, Tommy does have a downtime.
Was that just...
Oh, I was teaching thingy. Yes.
Bro, I forgot my character's name already.
Gore!
Teaching Trenagor, baby.
Alright. Cool. So the next day then, I guess Jericho just fell asleep on the deck.
Probably.
Crux comes walking out onto the deck. What in tarnation is going on in this ship? Why aren't we sailing anywhere? Where are my crew in their positions? That will wake you up if you weren't already awake, by the way.
Well.
Commodore, sorry, I was just getting a bit of shut-eye, but we have repaired the ship, Commodore, says Mr. Flinch, running up from below deck. Very good. What about you? He says, gesturing to you, Jericho, who are still lying next to
Get
them.
up and do the biggest goddamn crack of my spine ever. Like, oh, my back. Wait, what am I doing? What?
God fucking damn it, dude. Yeah, what are you doing?
What do you need me to do?
Well, we should be sailing. Who's flying this thing?
That would be you, Commodore.
Oh, no one took over in my stead.
Well, by the time I would have been able to attune, you would have been up.
I don't want your excuses.
Okay.
We've lost enough time as it is. We probably don't even know where we are. He storms
Yeah,
back in.
I think we're close to that. Oh, okay. Slowly hobble over to the top.
And with that, the ship starts moving as he sits on the spelljamming helm.
Ooh.
Motherfucker. Why does it keep on resetting every single time I click on... It didn't used to do this. Yeah, it's breaking.
No.
The way that I've done the cameras is breaking every time I click off something else, which is not what I used to do.
No.
That's really fucking annoying. That will freeze it if we do it that way. Cool. Cool.
No.
Yep. Every single time. Oh, now it's seeming? No. Okay, cool. It's just going to break if I minimize Discord at any point. That's cool. That's real cool that something's changed. Alright, bear with me 1 second.
Yo.
It's okay.
It is not okay.
Why off mad on the game?
It is the absolute worst. Is what it actually is. No, we won't take our time.
Who's telling us to take our time? Hang on a second.
Yeah, can you ban them, Calum?
Hang on. I'm loading up Twitch now. I'm coming in.
I've just moved my notes over to the middle monitor, which means I can't look at the map while looking at my notes anymore, but at least the cameras won't be broken while I'm doing it, so...
Alright, who's being goddamn considerate in chat?
Morgan.
How dare they? Just a little guy? I'm fucking step on you.
Jesus Christ.
I don't care, I have no remorse. I'll kill a bitch.
Antagonizing the viewers.
Well,
what else are you supposed to do?
To be fair, Twitch culture is for the viewers to antagonize the streamer.
But I,
especially the
flipping
mods.
around.
And
We're
Mo
the
is a
ones meant
mod.
to be getting threatened.
I flip it around.
Yeah, I mean, look. We're practically Australians with our stupid accents, you know?
No one's safe while watching this stream.
It's all upside down.
I'll break into any one of your houses in the middle of the night. Give you one large sniff, and then disappear.
Alright. Okay, well, the journey is going to take a few days. So, does anyone want to do anything over the next couple of days of travel?
Reading.
Nerd.
Crux doesn't
Will-
exactly know how to spell jam, does he? Because he uses the helm.
Well, I was gonna say, like, would I be able to learn how to spell jam?
Not without attuning to it. You could learn the theory, but the theory is not going to be that useful, basically.
Oh, so like, literally all you have to do to learn how to spell jam is to attune to
Yeah,
whatever
and then you
shit
can
you
get
want.
better at it as time goes on, but...
Oh, right, okay. Then, yeah, I'll keep doing the Talarith.
Alright. Well, I've got some potentially good news for you. It's going to take you 9 days to get Topola's Tower. So you've got 9
Hey.
attempts.
Yeah.
I've been
Right.
reading for 9 days straight.
I happen to watch Julius as he's doing this. Or is he doing this as secret? Is he doing it private? Is he being a little rat bastard?
No, I'll just be like sat
Holding
somewhere on the
treasures.
desk or whatever, just like just I've just got like a bit of material in my lap, like a cloth, and I'm just sort of like raising my knees up as I'm sort of like poking around and looking at how it works and everything.
Alright.
What you got there, buddy?
Ah, it is a Talarith. It was worn by that assailant.
Hmm.
I believe it increases the damage of your weapons and allows you to create a golem, which is basically how the man split himself in two.
Oh, yeah. Like how he split himself in two. Yeah.
Well, I split people in two all the time, bloody hell, I do.
Oh, what?
Who was that? no!
Jesus Christ, I'm
And
scared.
I'm not talking about with me cock.
If I go stand in the corner,
Oh,
you're bad
okay.
in this conversation.
Okay.
Creeps up on you.
Slowly but surely.
Yes, he is quite the strange one, isn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, these Talariths are not usually able to be worn or at least activated by anyone but someone of his species. I am
You're trying to
trying
brute
to
force it.
remove that boundary.
Brute force.
Well, I wouldn't say brute force, it is very delicate work, but
I mean, it's a magic that's not meant for you. You're trying to. You're brute force.
okay, for the sake of this conversation, I will agree I am brute forcing it.
So, there's two outcomes. You either attune to it, you don't do it, or if you really mess up, it breaks. So you're brute forcing it.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. Okay,
Don't try and polish it up with fancy words, man.
right. Yes. Of course.
Okay, cool. Anyway, you're gonna like try and brute force that thing now, or what?
Yes, I will get on with it, yes.
Yeah.
If I could have just a little bit of quiet while I do this, that would be much appreciated.
Sure. Take one step back and plug my ears.
And then I'll immediately just get into it.
I look up from my book, look over. What the fuck's going on there?
Well, he be tinkering. Roll that Arcana.
Want to see if it explodes.
That is a
Wow.
fail.
Mm-hmm. How
Have
many
you
times I've got to do
brute-forced
this?
it yet?
9.
Yes. So, do we just want to kind of do 9 rolls in a row? Does anyone want to do anything else during the 9 days of travel, basically?
I'm just reading.
Have you brute forced it yet?
No. I shall attempt it again tomorrow.
Oh wait, so that was an attempt.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay. Nothing happened, so it's a bit confused.
That's why I'm saying it isn't brute forcing it, because it's delicate work.
You are. It's just nothing's given yet. It's either the thing or the thing.
So it's
Right.
1827?
Like
Think of it as making a pizza.
okay, right, yeah, okay. You've lost me, but try and get me back.
You put all the toppings on,
Mm-hmm.
you prepare the pizza, put it in the oven.
Yeah.
It either comes out good, or you burn it.
But
There are other options, but forget about them in this situation.
right,
If
yeah.
it ends up burned, you wouldn't say it was
So-
brute force.
So it's like cooking, but you leave it up to chance. Like
No,
a
because
1 in 20 chance.
Well, yes, I guess every decision or move I make is taking a chance of it failing.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not as adept with magic as you, so like, I'm just trying to get my head around that.
It's fine. It took me many years to get to this level, and even I am still learning.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I learned it because I have the book. It's got the spells. It's just my head trying to remember it.
Yes.
Oh, it's raining now. As my hair starts to die down.
Oh my, are you okay?
Yep, it's raining.
Does it hurt?
Man.
No, just it's not as big and lively as it would be.
Is there any cover here?
Below deck, yeah. I mean, underneath the tree
Okay.
there's a bit of cover, but it's rain.
I'll chill below the tree then. Try to cover my book.
You know that book. is made of paper.
Yes, I did.
Wait, wait, who's talking?
Okay, Apollo looks around confused, not realizing that they're sat basically on the lap of this treant.
Wait, no, I'm like just next to the little pebbles or whatever.
It's still the treant. This is all the treant.
It is made out of paper.
Do you know what paper is made out of?
Out of wood.
Not mine, Mr. Tree, and I point up my spellbook. It was made out of reeds.
If I was as emotional and petulant as you, flesh bags, I would want to skin you and wear you as a coat as reparation for my fallen brethren.
Expected Aetheron to pipe up, God of Vengeance and all.
Listen, I'm just trying to learn. Like I don't got issues with you. Love and peace, and all that.
I saw you claw a man just a few meters away a few days ago. You do not take me as a woman of love and peace.
Right. I put away the book. And I go back to sit on the wooden crate.
Oh, God.
Also, this entire ship is made out of wood. What's his problem?
He's just singling you out, you fuck.
I love how we've just seen in real time someone who gets into an argument and then walks away and then goes, oh shit, I should have said that. Fuck.
Oh well.
Alright. Next day then. Well, it's still raining, but you can do another Arcana check.
I'm gonna take a long rest as well, so that I get my
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Get back. What have you lost?
Dice. I didn't have them full.
That's a good point. That's fair.
righty-ho.
That is not enough.
Okay.
In my case, I don't want to do anything else until we arrive, so you could
No
then
worries.
basically spam if you want.
Calum might want to do stuff.
Alright, day 4. Another Arcana check.
Wait, it's only day 3, isn't it?
No, day 4, because the first day when... There was the 8 hours and then the first day, basically.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's the same roll as before.
It is.
Alright. New day, new roll.
Ooh, a little better.
Just a little.
We're getting there.
I mean, every little bit helps, I guess, but, not good enough.
Can't you give yourself inspiration and then you have advantage?
I don't have inspiration as an artificer.
Oh.
What kind of tree are you smoking, my guy? Yeah, what if I just say I rolled 20? Like,
Yeah.
what if I just say I rolled that 20?
In fact, what are my infusions? Oh, it's just those two. Oh wait, no, I should have more.
All right. Next day. So this is day 6, I believe. Another roll.
Hang on 1 sec. I'm just going to see if I have anything that can help with this. When it says something like target has advantage on intelligence checks, does that include things like Arcana?
Yeah, so
Yes.
basically how skills are formatted in Dungeons and Dragons 5e speak is it will be an intelligence arcana roll. So it's technically both together is the logic.
Okay, well then, at the beginning of the next day, so this morning,
Mhm.
I would have taken off aid and instead prepared enhance ability,
Okay.
and then I will cast Fox's Cunning. Do I need to target myself? What is happening? Where is it? So I get advantage on intelligence checks.
Okay. Cool.
That's a nat 20, baby.
And a 19, like the...
And a 19, yeah.
Artificers gaming the system. One potion ability at a time.
So the DC is higher than you got with a nat 20, but I do want to reward you for getting a nat 20, and I don't want to make it impossible for you. So I'm now going to allow you to roll. Yeah, this seems like the most fair thing. So the DC is 30. So how about you roll a d6 and you add that on for your nat 20?
Okay.
So you've basically got a 50% chance now of doing it.
No. Oh shit.
So yeah, we'll make that the persistent rule. So until your stats go up, you can't do it unless you get a nat 20, and then you can roll d6 in addition to it. Okay. Anyways, that was day 6 though, so you still got 3 more days until you arrive. So
3 more rolls with an advantage. Come on, you got this.
all right, day 7.
Yeah, a long rest again. Do you want me to just keep casting this, or?
You don't need to keep casting it. If you have cast it, we can just keep it in mind. I guess on day 9, do cast it, because then you'll be doing stuff on day 9 that's not just travel.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
not enough.
So, but he could reach it with a 6.
Oh, that's...
Or can he only roll?
Yeah, I'm only giving the d6 on a nat 20.
Okay.
But yeah, okay.
God damn.
Day 8. Tell you what, if you also roll double nat 20s on advantage, I'll just give it to you.
Oh, it's a night. Oh,
19
so
got-
sad.
Double nat 20, that'd be a once in a lifetime.
But hey, if you only roll like this, you will never be able to destroy the thing. I mean,
Unless
as long as
roll
you don't
in
roll 2
Snake
nat
Eyes, yeah.
Yeah.
And day 9.
Okay, I'll watch this roll, then I have to go to the loo.
Yes.
Fucking
actually,
dare you.
Everyone point and laugh at this man, he has to piss.
I'll cast it this time.
Huh?
Julius is pulling out the moon runes.
Oh, dark magic. Okay.
Unfortunate.
All
right.
Burp.
Okay. You two do some shenanigans real quick.
Hijinks, shenanigans.
Alex, what are you most looking forward to at Star Wars Celebration?
Walking around in my costume.
See, that's probably the thing I'm least looking forward to, because it's gonna get warm.
Oh, it's gonna get so fucking hot. We're both gonna be absolutely dripping
I'm
by the end of it.
gonna lose so much weight through no exercise, just sweat.
Whoa, it will be exercise.
I suppose, yeah.
The sweat kind.
Gonna be doing a lot of walking.
Calum, what are you most looking forward to about Star Wars Celebration?
Not being there.
Do you know what the
I
most...
would have loved to go, but I would have hated the travel there most because I would have had to take a train.
I mean, I could have come and collected you.
No.
Yes.
No.
Do you know what offended
You
me?
drive
Do
way
you know
to
what
Norwich.
offended me the most, though, Calum? How we asked you a year ago and you went, nah, fuck that, I don't want to go. And then this year we asked you and can't go. But I would have said yes if you'd asked me earlier. And I'm like, motherfucker, we asked you a year ago.
It wasn't that. You asked me a year ago, and my brain's not good at planning that far ahead. So I just said no, because my brain didn't want to think about planning that far ahead.
You're
And then you asked me like a few weeks before, where my brain was fine to plan that far ahead, but it was on a week where I was busy. So
It's fine. It's mostly Samo's fault anyways. And when I say mostly, I mean it's entirely Samo's fault. And we can say that because he's not here.
So yeah, because it was so far away, I just flat out refused because I know that my brain just wouldn't have. It would nope.
I assumed it was social anxiety, honestly.
It's that as well, but my brain is also like nope.
Why don't you just go with the good excuse rather than coming with this new worse excuse just now?
What do you mean? It's not a worse excuse. It's the excuse. It's part of the excuse.
Sure, bud. Alright. Well, it is a new day. It is heavily raining. As slowly a small island comes into view, familiar to some of you. I think all of you, actually, because we had established that you'd also been to
Except
visit
from Julius.
No, I think Julius has visited Topola before. I think we established that last session. So you see the familiar crooked tower start to come into view, perched on a tiny rock. You know, most of the islands that you see floating in the fell skies are sizable. They're the size of, you know, islands, sometimes whole countries and such like. This is essentially just a floating boulder with a tower attached to it. The crooked tower is surrounded by a cloud of twinkling cosmic dust. Through his spyglass, Crux examines the rock upon which the tower stands and the decrepit wooden pier that juts from one side. Mr. Flinch, ready the jolly. And Mr. Flinch starts getting one of the little boats that, for some reason, Jericho seems to love sleeping next to. And
I was tired. We fought. Leave me alone.
afraid I can't do that, Cal. And he... Yes, because it was combining Calum with Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey. I'm afraid I can't do that, Hal.
Yeah, Alex, you uncultured swine.
No, I've never seen it.
I bet when you saw the original Barbie movie trailer, you didn't get the fact that there was a 2001 Space Odyssey reference in it.
Nope.
You,
Right at the fucking start.
you fucking sickened me so much, Alex.
If it's something I should watch, I'll watch it.
It's just part of fucking film history, my dude.
I've never even heard of it.
You've never heard of 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Don't do it, please. Pete, please, he's just a young boy, Pete. He's just a young boy.
It's just like...
Don't do it, Pete.
I know, I can understand not having seen it. I cannot understand not having heard of it.
I mean, maybe I have, but I've never, like...
Didn't you fucking study, like, media?
Yeah, but we weren't watching that. We had to watch Battlestar Galactica, which I wish I never did.
Right, Mo says that I'm giving off Citizen Kane as the greatest film vibes, which it is a legit good film, but it is like you saying you've never heard of Citizen Kane. Do not tell me you've never heard of Citizen Kane.
No, I have heard of it, but I know nothing about it.
Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, also there's a fucking 2001 Space Odyssey Easter egg in Hunt Showdown.
Oh?
The metal obelisk that's in one of the maps that's just like randomly there. Yeah, that's a reference to it as well.
Oh, I thought that was a reference to stuff that was actually popping up in the real world.
Well, the thing that happened in the real world was a reference to 2001: A Space Odyssey, so...
Right. That makes sense.
Anyways, who's going with Commodore Crux even to visit Topola?
I will.
And it's alright, Mo. Calum is a self-proclaimed Star Wars fan and still hasn't fucking watched the single best piece of Star Wars media to come out in the last 20 fucking years.
What, Clone Wars?
Andor, but...
Oh.
And, like, I would say Calum's a fairly politically minded person.
But here's the best part. Rogue One is my favourite new media Star Wars film. It's Rogue One's my favourite new media Star Wars film, and I still haven't watched Andor. I haven't got around to it yet. I know I like it when I watch it, but I just get around to watching it.
Man, I can't wait for you to meet Clem.
Which Clem?
There is only one Clem for me.
Okay, but there's literally two Clems in Andor.
Yeah, no, Clem and Keith.
Okay. Right, that Clem. Got it. Also, did you get why I was saying "oh my god" earlier in reaction to Mandalorian?
Probably there were a couple of oh my god moments.
Just the people, basically.
Oh right, there was another one for me, and it involved tentacles.
I don't want to know.
I know what you're talking about in terms of
either.
tentacles, but I'm not quite sure why that was an oh my god, unless you're like, oh my god, or
Yeah.
whether you just revealed something about a kink of yours.
No, I wanted it to stop.
Okay.
Very bad.
It gave big Jar Jar getting his fang on in Clone Wars vibes to me. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm assuming all of you are accompanying Crux.
Yeah. Little tangent, but yep.
Right. As you're all getting ready to get on board the jetty, Aetheron will approach you and go, "And that's why I'm gonna stay behind."
Yeah, you can't say that about their kind, though, alright? I point at Julius and Crux.
What did he just say?
Don't worry about it, it's a whole thing. Oh yeah. Aetheron's now canonically racist towards you. This is what he gets for not being here.
Right. As you approach the island on the jetty, scores of pelicans, mollymawks, and smaller birds nesting on the asteroid squawk as you approach the rickety dock. At the end of the dock, two grey, shark-like creatures fight over the remains of a pelican. A woman with frayed robes and bare feet sits in the rocking chair at the base of the tower watching the fracas, her face half hidden by a wide-brimmed hat that has a blue jay perched on it. The woman leaps to her feet, brandishing a staff, and snarls, "Go on, yeet!" And the fiery ray springs from her fingertips, frightening away the shark-like creatures. You get a lot of deja vu, because it's almost like the exact same intro was given the first time you met her.
Bye.
Ah! You're back. Oh!
Yep.
Julius! Commodore Crux, long time no see.
Opala, it is wonderful to see you again.
And you?
I heard you have robots now.
Well, automatons, or autonomons. Autonomes? They're gnomes, but they're autonomes.
Fascinating.
Oh, come in, out of the rain.
Oh, thank you. As I enter, I'll just turn to the auto gnome to my left and just say, "Greetings."
Greetings.
I'll just kind of turn and nod at all of them.
Greetings. Greetings. Oh, pleasure seeing you all again. I didn't realize that you knew each other when we last met, she says, looking to you, Jericho, and you, Apollo. Jesus, I was about to call you Aetheron.
Yeah, that's because we didn't.
Yep, this is pretty new.
Oh. Oh. What a small world.
Kind of.
that's it.
Well, how can I help? Well, my dear Topola, we require a map. We are trying to travel to an area of the fell skies that's, well, hard to navigate, and harder still to travel to if you don't know how, which I don't know how. So I'd really appreciate it if you could help us with a map. You see, the Zazarian Empire is starting to, well, they what did they do to that island you were on? He says, kind of slapping Apollo on the shoulder.
There was like a weird crystal thing, and everyone died.
The everything died is the particularly concerning bit. It means that they're mobilizing. There is a coalition of, we'll call it an alliance of rebels.
The Rebel Alliance, perhaps.
No, I think I would get us sued.
By who?
What?
By who?
Topola then says, what? They both
Never
look
mind.
at you confused.
Never mind.
So do I.
What are you blathering on about, man?
Anyways, this alliance of rebels, they are gathering in Doom Space, Topola. And we need a map to find our way there and then to navigate through it. And I definitely didn't give such a rambling explanation to buy time while I was looking through my notes. Ah,
Same put away notepad.
I see. Right, well, let me see what I can do. Do you want a tour of the tower? I don't think we gave you a tour of the tower the last time that we were here, she says to Jericho and Apollo.
Nope.
No, you told us to go away.
No, that doesn't sound like me.
You also gave one of our friends like a silver piece for free. Do you want that back?
I don't see the person I gave the money to.
I mean, he's back on the ship. He said some choice words about our friends here, so we left.
And what about you had another friend, sort of hairier one?
We parted ways.
Oh. Well, good, I never liked the fat. He, one-eye thing gave me the creeps. Plus, he was very rude.
Yeah.
Got the sense that he, didn't respect women.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's a good job he's fucking dead, isn't it?
Did you say that in character?
Yep. As I'm like trying to hold back tears.
She just goes, oh. Anyways, so this is the first floor, or the ground floor, depending on what region of the Fell Skies you're from. For some reason, some areas of the Sundered Empire call the ground floor, and say the first floor is the floor above the first floor. It doesn't make sense to me. The ground floor and the first floor are clearly the same thing. Anyways, the first floor, or the ground floor, well, this is our garden terrace of the cylindrical chamber. They're all vertical, as you can see, making use of the space, and, well, this is where I grow my fruits and vegetables and my golden wheat for my wheatos.
What is a wheato?
It's a type of breakfast cereal. Usually consumed in bowls, although I have been considering getting into cereal bars recently. I've heard it's a lucrative business model.
Right.
And I could do, like, vegetable wheat bars.
Ah, now I remember. There is quite a popular thing on the rise called a fruity oaty bar, is there not?
Pull out one of my rations. I mean, this. Like a PTSD flashback. Tyhead's brain blasting me right now.
We just see Jericho staring into the abyss.
My hands start searing with pain.
As he just looks forward, I wave my hand in front of his eyes, see if he's still with us.
What?
Oh, nothing. You just look a bit lost.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
About that this is the first floor, remember? And
And as you can
vegetable
see,
bars.
we've got these pulley systems here. These allow the autonomes to hoist themselves into the air and move from one plot to another. Most of my sustenance comes from these gardens. And I get regular deliveries of fresh soil from Dawa merchants, and they get homegrown food and bird eggs in return.
Interesting.
Anyways, follow me up the ladder. Toodle pip. Please gather your party before venturing forward. Please gather your party before venturing forward.
I think he's still lost in the sauce.
Thank you. Right, this is the second floor. As you come up the ladder, you can see that this house is a modest kitchen where 2 mechanical auto-gnomes are preparing dinner. Furnishings include an unmade bed, a wardrobe topped with birds' nests, and a bookshelf packed with astrological texts and more bird nests. Here are my living quarters, where I read my books and make my meals. My auto-gnomes have no shortage of recipes, and today's repast is deep-fried night scour steak with Luna bechamel. If you told me you were coming, I would have... What?
Bechamel?
Isn't that an actress?
Like a white sauce.
Do I look like I speak French?
What's French?
What?
You know, France, the canonical country before the Great Sundering.
Oh. Oh, that one.
Yeah, you know that, right, Apollo? Being a fellow pre-Sunderer.
Pre-Sunderer.
I remember France, the canonical country in this campaign.
Yeah, I do. I've been there.
Something happened, and the times were so tough they had to raise the retirement age, and then it basically fought itself into collapse.
That's how the Sundering happened.
Yeah, okay, it's canonical now.
That's how the Sundering happened. French people fucking rebelled.
Side note, have you noticed how that's barely been reported on? Like, there's fucking full-on, like, battles going on in the streets of Paris between riot police and rioters, and it's just like BBC News is like, some people left some rubbish out on the street. That's the level of reporting we get over here, and I'm like, bruh. I'm watching fucking SWAT beat people over the head with batons. It's like, we don't need to report on that. We don't need to report on borderline fascist policing in France.
It's just the media, innit? It's all fucking corrupt.
Yeah. That's why you watch Twitch, fucking losers. Or YouTube, if you're watching YouTube. I was talking to the audience, not you, Alex.
Oh, thank you.
But you are a fucking loser.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you told me you were coming by earlier, I would have got them to start preparing more. Yeah, it's although it's 8 in the morning, so dinner's not for at least 10 hours or so. But yeah.
Oh, it's fine. I doubt we shall be staying long anyway.
While looking over to the books, I look over to her and ask, do you have any history books by any chance that I could make you part ways with?
I'm afraid I'm not really a fan of history, mostly theoretical physics and astrophysics and maths. And astronomy.
Okay. Alright.
The auto gnome next to you, Jericho, looks up at you. Can I help you?
No, I'm just running the place.
I am watching you.
Okay. I just Where are the birds?
The what?
Birds.
There's a bird over there.
Bird.
Anyway, shall we go to the next floor? I didn't intend to clear my throat at the exact same time that a work alert went off on my laptop, but it was pretty well timed.
Is there any chance that bird is tame enough?
No, because you're teleported onto the next floor.
Oh! I would have a pelican under my arm.
I mean, if you wanted to try and loot the pelican, you can try and loot the pelican.
I just want to carry him around.
When I say loot the pelican, I mean add the pelican into your loot. That is looting the pelican.
Okay. Just made it sound like I'm gonna goddamn steal him. I don't want to steal him, man.
if you would like to add the pelican to your loot, that will be an animal handling roll.
Shoving a bird in your bag.
I want the bird. Bird?
Alright, the bird will peck you for
I respect his privacy. His
4 points of damage.
Ow.
Well, you don't fuck with birds, my dude.
I respect the bird's boundaries, so I leave it at me.
Why can stream no longer see? What? Everything seems to just not be working the way it did literally 2 weeks ago, which is real fucking me off, not gonna lie. Alright, cool. You... Can one of you just try moving your token real quick? Cool, thank you.
Make me.
That's fine. Sam did it for me because he's a good friend. On the third floor, 2 mechanical gnomes are using rags to polish a 10-foot-long copper telescope in the center of the chamber. Dozens of star maps lie atop tables are also littered with sketches of islands and otherworldly landscapes. And here is my observatory, remarks Topola proudly. I acquired my autonomes from the same fellow who sold me this telescope, which allows me to spy on all the islands in this system and gaze at the stars and other systems as well. She walks across the room and touches a wall, whereupon a tall opening appears in front of the telescope. Would you care to have a look?
Yes.
I too would like a look.
Okay.
Then
Well, the eyepiece is there. All right. Jericho, what direction would you like to point it in?
That way.
Which way? North, northeast, east, east, south, south,
I'm gonna go with northwest.
northwest. Okay. Just trying to remember the layout of the world map now. Okay. I'm gonna message you something on Foundry.
Okay. Shh. Is it a secret? Oh, that doesn't look good.
All right. You let Barnaby have a go?
Sorry, yeah. There you go.
Julius. The eyepiece is free. Do you approach it?
Yes.
All right. What direction would you like to point it in?
What direction did we come here from?
You would have come from the west.
Then I will look southeast.
Okie doke. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. You see a Yeah, you see a island off in the distance that appears to have a kind of like, it's one island, but a section of it appears to be kind of protected by what almost looks like a magical dome. The island seems to be fairly verdant. There are some mountainous regions, but most of it is kind of covered in forest land.
Neat.
All right.
That's a surprise to all usefully.
I'm gonna write that down actually.
Apollo, did you want a turn?
Yes, I will try northeast.
Northeast. Okay, roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I've just whispered to you what you see.
Yeah,
I also realised that I should have whispered to Alex what he saw, but I totally forgot that I was doing whispers, so apologies, Alex, that yours is public, but also gives you a sort of idea of the sorts of things that the others are seeing, in terms of, like, the level of secrecy.
Right. Great. Okay. Well,
Did you see what you wanted to see? Says Topola.
not really, but then again, I didn't expect anything, so.
Oh. Okay.
I was
What about
gonna
you two?
ask- Well, I was going to ask in your exploration of these islands if you've come across anywhere. I don't know what it would look like now, to be honest, but I can try and describe it.
Sure.
Give me a second to get my notes up, though.
No.
Go.
I've never been given a moment to get my notes up. Why should I let you?
Because I'm a little cutie patootie.
Alright, fair.
Hey. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say what kind of condition it would be in. Had like quite mountainous, called it mountainous wastelands to the north. Green forests, sort of yellow fields, buildings of light blue and white rock.
Do you mean the Golden Dominion?
Yes.
It's, again, don't really know how there's an east when there's no magnetic poles, but it's to the east.
And it's there. The people are there. It's not ruins.
Well, you can't see people, really, with the telescope unless they're, fairly
Well, I
close,
mean,
but...
Okay, the buildings they're preserved. That it's not toppled and.
I can see buildings, yes.
Interesting.
I don't believe the place I saw has any connection to me. I don't recognize it. Perhaps you may know more. It was a sort of verdant land with a domed-off area at one end.
Oh, yes. That is the island of Rays. It's, as you say, got a domed area, kind of magically protected from the rest of the island. I don't know much more about it beyond that, but yes, that's to the southeast of here.
You asked us if we saw what we wanted to see. Is this a particular telescope that connects to your thoughts or something, or?
No, I just meant, like, did you, like, you pointed it at stuff, like, you
yes. Yes, my apologies. But either way, it is still fascinating.
know. Yeah, it's just, it's a bit weird to assume that it's magical. It's... You are aware of the fact that the tower is clearly held up mostly by magic because it is not well built, and
I'm just gonna, like, look around. Yes. Anyway, the fellow that you got the autonomes and his telescope from, does he create these things himself, or?
I believe so, yes.
Could I possibly have his name and location?
Sure thing.
Random name generator.
It was Oric Cogsworth, a gnome inventor on the Rock of Bral.
Or it.
I'll put the name in the chat for you. That's right, baby. It was in the notes. I didn't have to do a random name generator.
Yes, it's gnome build Robo Man.
I can't believe I haven't heard of him since being on the Rock of Bral for a while.
Well, you know how it is. It's almost like there are some sort of forces in this world that try and limit exposure to gnomes. Says Commodore Crux.
Yes, I do get that feeling often.
And you mentioned the crystalline vines. She rotates the telescope in a particular direction and then gestures for anyone who wants to look through the telescope now.
I'll have a look, seeing as I'm still stood here.
Yeah, it's the island that you came from before, which was the Styes, is now almost completely covered in green crystalline vines. It looks like it's almost taken over the entire island.
Ugh. Those tyrants.
So, you needed a map. I don't have one. Well, I have 42 maps, she says, gesturing around the room, but none of Doomspace. What I can provide you with is a wild space orrery. It's a portable arcane device that can automatically track the positions and movements of all of the islands, as well as any other astral bodies in the fell skies. An invaluable item for navigation. It's basically like some sort of GPS.
Incredible.
That's very impressive.
Yes, it's you know, I don't really know how it works without, satellites, but she just...
What's a satellite?
What?
What's
Crux gives you a strange look.
Me strange look? She said it first.
Said what first?
Nothing.
Yes, I don't know what you're on about. It's a geographical positioning stone.
Precisely, says Topola with a big smile. However, I can't just give it to you. I hate to be mercenary, but there's a void scabber that started crawling around my tower. I call her Big Mama because she's enormous. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't come across her on your way in, but then she can be hard to see, except for her single red eye. I'll give you my wild space orrery if you slay Big Mama for me.
Or you back that silver piece.
Finally, a note to make. Kill Big Mama.
What did you say, Calum? Sorry, you didn't pick up fully on the microphone.
Or I can give you back the silver piece you get, friend.
Well, the Wild Space Orrery is quite literally a unique item in all of the world. There is nothing else quite like it. It's, well, it's not a legendary item. If I had to grade it, it would be an uncommon item. But you see, yeah, it's pretty fucking bang, basically. So
Right. So the silver piece won't do it.
no.
What if I had interest? 2 silver pieces.
She, Alright, so I'm not negotiating with you, she says, turning to the rest of you.
Anyway, fine, we'll kill the thing.
Right.
Just once, I just don't want to kill the thing. I'm all in killing a thing.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, good luck. Let me know once you've killed Big Mama. And have fun, she says.
Can I roll to see if I know what it actually is?
Same.
Sure. It will be a nature roll.
I'm really good at nature.
It is a black in a fat suit with a wig.
You customize your dice then, Samo. Nice.
Yes, I've done it.
An 11's not going to do it, though, but a 16 will do it. A Void Scather is a huge monstrosity, about 20 feet long. They are usually things that hunt alone. Basically, scavers are almost like flying fish through the fell skies. Most of scavers are content to feed on scraps. You know, they will find wreckages, or they will feed on, you know, decaying animals in the fell skies, that sort of thing. Void scavers, if a scaver were to go after kitchen scraps, a void scaver would go after the cook.
Right.
And it can emit an invisible ray from its eye that causes its target to feel fear even more intense than it might normally experience, given the creature's size and nature. Basically, it's like a flying shark. Like some sort of shark from some sort of Nado.
Ah, this will not be pleasant.
Sounds like it.
Right. How do we locate this Big Mama?
I would basically just go sit outside my tower on that little jetty that you came in and wait for it to come and try and eat you.
Noted.
Seems like a pretty safe plan to me.
Do you have any windows in this tower?
She gestures at the huge one in the wall that the telescope looks out.
Oh, where does it actually look down on? Does it look down on the dock?
No, it would look out kind of, you came from east, and it would basically look out kind of northwest.
Right. Any on the other side?
No, I don't really like windows.
Bugger. Oh well. How much trouble can it really be?
That's a spirit, says Commodore Crux. Besides, it's not like we're missing any vital members of our party. It's not like, you know, we're down a paladin or anything.
Who?
And it's not like you've got any negative experiences of lacking a party member and things going wrong, so...
Perhaps it would be wise to enlist the aid of Mr. Flinch.
Yes, that's a very good idea. Let's go back to the ship and get him.
Yes, I sure hope we don't get attacked instantly as we walk out the door and don't get the chance to enlist his help.
Well, if theoretically there is a god of this world, and if they were to do that to us, I would say they're a right bastard.
Yeah, it'd be a real dick move on that god's part. But we can't do anything down here in our small little area. Oh god, you are so big and beautiful.
You calling me fat?
No.
Your rotundness.
It knows
Now
no
that-
bounds.
Now that.
Okay.
Hang on, before we initiate combat, I'm just going to
Who
quickly...
said anything about combat?
I'm going to quickly go and grab a snack.
Okay.
Or just something to eat. Burp.
Burp.
Alex, he just really dislikes Instagram, you know?
Yeah.
And who can blame him, really? You know, it's owned by Facebook, which is owned by Meta.
Wales.
What's that about the Welsh?
No, I was just.
Just because your dad's Scottish, man, doesn't mean you can diss the Welsh.
Yes, it
I
does.
agree.
Samo, what's your opinion on the Scottish versus English conflict in the referendum that they want?
Yeah, listen, and what do you think about the fact Scotland wants independence from Britain?
In German, I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
Why is that, Sarah?
I don't remember that in the Treaty of Versailles.
I do.
That was the first one. Pete.
I'm aware.
The treaty's gone.
Well, did they replace it, or did they just, like, have a second treaty? I feel like both treaties are in effect, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because if not, why did they only just finish paying off the debts from the Treaty of Versailles like 5 years ago? It's a real dick move if we just abolished that treaty, but
Yeah.
but it still went, well, you still owe us the money, though. I mean, it's still a dick move regardless, but, you know.
I don't think it was for the treaty of Versailles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Ah,
Samo, you're German. Did you only just finish paying off the debts from World War One a few years ago?
yeah, sure. As if I know.
The final, I say it was a couple of years ago, it was fucking 13 years ago, but in our lifetime, the final payment was made on the 3rd of October 2010. So.
2010 does feel like 3 years ago. So.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of shocking to me that I've just realised that was 13 years ago. But again,
Yeah.
in our lifetime, they finished paying off the reparations for World War One.
Good enough.
Jesus fucking Christ, though, again, like... The thing is, without getting too political all of a sudden...
Okay, no.
I feel like World War One... World War One... I feel like most people share the blame for that one. World War II, I feel like we can maybe point fingers at some of the people to blame. And you could also say that part of the reason why certain things happened was because of how certain things in World War One went down. But nonetheless, World War One was kind of... We all kind of share the blame for that one, I feel like.
We don't.
No?
No.
Okay.
It was literally a spat between three kings.
Yeah, one of them being our king.
It doesn't mean we were the problem. I'm not like I'm saying as a whole. It's him. He was the problem, not our country.
No, I'm aware of that, but I'm just saying making an entire country owe us shitloads of money for that war, I feel like is maybe a little bit harsh. And I don't think we ever made them pay us back for the other war, which is maybe a little bit more reasonable. But like... Anyways.
I'm also gonna put it out there. I'm pretty sure it was France and the others.
Well, it was the Union.
Really hammered the.
Sure, it wasn't exclusively England, but like we were part of it. We were part of them going, you owe us money for this bullshit.
I'm pretty sure it was the Little Entente that really fucked over Germany.
Welcome back, Alex.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I now have pizza brain.
Excellent.
Yeah, you left and we started talking about the Treaty of Versailles. and World War One to World War Two politics. Like,
yeah, you left and we just went right.
We went straight in for it.
It sounded like you were also talking about Germany paying reparations.
Yeah, that's the Treaty of Versailles.
Samo said he wasn't allowed an opinion. I said I didn't remember that being part of the Treaty of Versailles. Calum then made some reference to that not being the World War II treaty. I said, I'm pretty sure it's still valid. And then Calum said, I'm not sure it is. And I went, well, they already recently finished paying off the reparations for the Treaty of Versailles. And then we went down a rabbit hole. So, and I hit my microphone explaining that. Anyways, as you are traveling back on the jetty, back towards the second wind to go and get Mr. Flinch's help with trying to fend off Big Mama, I would like you all to make me perception checks, including Commodore Crux.
No.
Perception. Ooh. Smell it.
Well, I can't see shit, so I'm going for piss.
It do be raining, and you do be a fire genasi, so...
Yep, so it just goes without saying I'm pissing.
And Commodore Crux got a nat 1. Well, at least he's getting it out of the way now. Alright. But we do have we do have a 21 from Apollo and a 22 from Julius, which is both pretty fucking good. So,
Yeah.
as the jolly boat approaches the second wind, an enormous jet-black behemoth glides out of the darkness and cosmic dust, its red eye glowing brightly as its jaws open wide. Long, stringy strands of saliva break off into weightless globs as the ravenous monster descends from above. Jericho doesn't get to roll initiative this round because he is going to be surprised. Same goes for Commodore Crux, so it's quite convenient that Calum is pissing. But Julius and Apollo, you do get to roll your initiatives in just one moment once I've got them prepped. Alright, roll on bones.
Ooh. Stop doing it. There. Ooh.
Okay. Apollo, you go first then, as the Void Scaver starts to descend from above. You notice it, and you can prepare to react to its attack.
First things first, I'm not sure if this is like the right time to analyze the whole thing, but can I see like a weak spot apart from its eye, maybe? Like something that looks, I don't know, more vulnerable than other spots, I guess.
You can roll me a... Insight or nature?
I shall do... Where the fuck is insight? There, insight. Bop.
Most of its hide is, well, thick black scales. It has a single eye stalk and a mouth.
Okay. I'll try and ready my action and like kind of position myself as to when this thing does hit us, I don't call out the ship, I guess. I'm
Okay.
gonna brace myself and ready my action that when the thing is like in range, I'll whack it.
I have finished pissing.
Cool. Julius, your turn.
Okay.
What's going on?
We're
I'm
doing
getting eaten.
stuff.
Oh, shall I roll for initiative?
Yes, but you're not going to go this turn because you're surprised this turn, but you can still roll.
Oh, right, yeah. No. Cool. I rolled for advantage for some reason. I might have accidentally clicked.
We'll just take the first of those two rolls, which was a 7
8.
plus 1.
I'm in.
I like how updating you from 18 to 8 made you go from first place to second place on the initiative order.
Okay, first I am going to use... Oh, I already have... Oh no, that's fine. Seeing as I think he's going to go invisible, I'm going to use Branding Smite. And then I will shoot the thing.
Okay.
So if I hit,
That will miss. Well, it bounces off its hide. I'm accidentally moving the token. I don't mean to do that. I've tried to move its character sheet.
okay. But now I have double attack, so I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay. That will hit.
Okay, so the weapon beams an astral radiance as you strike. The attack does an extra 2d6 radiant damage. Okay, so not good damage, but also get another 2d6 on top of that. Wow.
Okay. Well, every little bit helps.
Yeah. And now it sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can't become invisible.
Sheds light in a 5-foot radius, you say?
Yeah.
Yep. And his concentration.
Oh, that's not what I meant it to do. Okay. That your turn?
Yep.
Okay. It's going to fly over here.
Oh, I don't know if you... Oh, by the way, I don't know if you want to put Giuseppe on the map already.
Oh,
Because he
Thank
will
you.
technically be part of it, I suppose.
thank you for reminding me.
Zipper.
There he is. There's the boy.
The
And
main character.
Apollo, you can trigger your held action now.
Yes.
Hey, Giuseppe, you got one of them picking up baskets?
Bop. Damn! But I get another attack.
That will hit.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if like the rain or whatever is stopping it, but for some reason none of the animations are playing all of a sudden.
Oh, I forgot to target the thing. That might be it.
Oh well, Julius's bullets didn't go either, and he did have it targeted. But anyways,
Oh, okay.
and I checked,
Okay.
and they should be working, but I don't know. Either way, right, you hit it, and then it's going to come in and it's going to attack at Commodore Crux.
No. Poor lad.
Okay. That hits. So he must do a saving throw. Okay. So the good news is he's not swallowed.
Oh god.
Gulp. I mean, not gulp.
And then that's going to be its turn. Crux's turn. Oof, he says. And then he's going to target it. He's going to shoot it with his musket. That'll miss. You follow it up with a second attack. That will also miss. Alright. And now it is Apollo's turn.
Yes.
And just in case it is the rain, I'm just going to take the rain off.
Such jaunty music through the middle of space.
But
Would you like me to put something more depressing on?
Oh, I like this.
Bear with me 1 second. Things are
I don't
being
know if this
slow
works.
on my end. Okay. Yeah, now suddenly all the animations are loading in. Yeah, I guess my computer just couldn't handle doing rain at the same time as other stuff. But anyways, the greatsword hit, the claws hit, so he did 6 damage, followed by 13.
whatever this is. 15. And another attack.
that is a nat 1. Your sword, you slam it against the hide of this scaver, and it bounces off of its hide. And can you make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Absolutely, I can. Dexterity saving roll. Bop.
Okay. Would you like to try and hold on to your sword?
I would probably try, yeah.
Cool. Apollo, as I say, kind of overhead slams his sword into the hide of this creature, and it bounces off of its hide. And the weight of it, Apollo's not really expecting it. They kind of stumble back and trip over the edge of the jetty. They are now hanging on with one hand on the edge of the jetty and one hand on the longsword.
As long as I have my sword. So good.
Literally about to see Apollo die, and he's like, oh, got my sword.
Jericho, your turn.
Help!
It's like Stormfang all over again.
Okay, it's
Okay.
my turn. Julius, do you mind helping him out?
Sure.
I'll go make it. Sure back.
Cool. And then with that, I bonus action summon my trident.
Okay.
Trident summoned. And with that, I booming blade the creature. There it is. I was looking for my trident.
21 will hit.
Cool. So it will deal an extra 1d6 thunder damage. 1d8, sorry. 1d8 thunder damage, and then if it moves within 5 feet, it'll also take another 1d8. So...
Okay.
It's 10 damage plus 1 thunder damage.
Yep.
And then if it moves within 5 feet until my next turn, it takes another 1d8 thunder damage.
Okie dokie. Your turn?
Yeah, that is my turn.
Julius, your turn.
Okay. I will go and help Apollo up.
Okay. If you want to spend your action doing that, then Apollo can roll with advantage on the athletics check for climbing up.
Could I literally just pick him up with my hippo build? I also get advantage and stuff on strength checks.
Okay, sure, but I'll say that I was going to give you a disadvantage anyway, so it'll balance out and just be a straight roll then.
Okay.
Alright, that's enough. You pull Apollo back onto the jetty. Apollo, you're still prone, so you're still going to have to use half your movement to get back up, but
Okay.
yeah, you're at least not dangling over the edge anymore.
Yeah. Whew, thank you.
No worries.
Doing anything else in your turn?
Don't think I can do anything else, so I'll leave my bonus action for Giuseppe.
Yep. What is Giuseppe doing?
Giuseppe he'll run where Apollo was, so like in the middle. And then he'll jump up and use Force Empowered Rend.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Alright, its turn. Just gonna go for Giuseppe.
No.
What? No.
That frog about to be eaten.
I believe 27 will hit Giuseppe.
Yes.
Giuseppe needs to make a dexterity saving throw, which they fail. They have been swallowed.
No.
And they have been consumed whole.
Oh.
It just one hit Giuseppe and swallowed Giuseppe. So, Giuseppe is no more.
Shit.
You just hear crunching metal from its mouth as it just, swallows the toad.
Giuseppe.
Time for a Giuseppe Mark II, I guess.
Yeah.
Crux's turn. He's going to switch to his longsword. That'll hit. Cool. And then he'll follow up with a second attack. That one will miss. Okay, Apollo, your turn.
Okay. I will get up. So, but I can hit it from here, right? Or do I have to like get a bit closer?
Do you have reach?
I don't. Especially since I want to claw the thing as well, so maybe I want to...
Yeah, I would say you probably want to get closer.
I do have like half my movement after getting up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'll just... This is fine then?
Okay.
Okay. I will claw. Come on.
That will miss.
Well, I will also do these two.
That will hit. And that will hit.
Sick.
Nice. 10 and 14, 24.
Sick. I might as well also, what's it called again? Action Surge. I'll just attack twice again. Oh. Okay.
God damn.
So this one's normal. The first one.
Bear with me 1 second, sorry.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Just make sure on your character you either update it so you don't have Action Surge anymore. So just -1 off of it. Or click it on your character sheet next time, because that'll just make sure it does it for you. Because otherwise...
Right, no, it's -1 now, but
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, just with those sorts of things, it's worth just clicking them in your character sheet, because then it means make sure that you remember you've used it. But cool, both of those hit. One of those is a nat 20. So the first one was 11 damage, and then this is going to be for the nat 20. Also 11, but times by 2, 22. Very nice. You just did like 59 damage, I think, in one go.
Damn. Demon mode.
Okie doke. Jericho, your turn.
Yeah, I shouldn't cast that spell, because everyone will fall off the boat.
That's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah. In that case, I'll cast Toll the Dead.
See, aren't you glad that we have animations now? Wasn't it worth me turning the rain off for that giant fucking bell?
I ring-a-ding-ding this motherfucker.
Alright, it will make a wisdom saving throw then. It passes, so what happens? If the target... okay, so nothing happens if it succeeds the saving throw then.
Yep.
Okie doke.
Done.
Doing anything else in your turn?
Sure, I guess I'll just reposition myself, but...
Okie doke. Julius, your turn.
I don't suppose there is anything metallic on the eel.
On the what, sorry?
On the scaver.
Oh, no. There's metallic stuff inside it now, but, not on it.
Do I see any remnants of Giuseppe?
No, I'm afraid not.
Damn.
Why didn't you jump in there?
Oh, that would have been cool. Could have used heat metal and cooked him from the inside out. I will just shoot.
Okie doke.
Oh my god, shoot a bullet and then heat that thing inside him. Oh god.
That is, unfortunately, another shot that bounces off of its hide.
Okay.
That one, however, will hit.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Ooh,
That's not bad.
that's pretty good.
Cool. Doing anything else in your turn?
Nah, just giving him what for Giuseppe.
Alright.
Or Giuseppe, man.
It's going to go for you. Actually, you know what? No, I usually randomize who I'm going for out of viable targets, but Apollo did 50-something damage to this fucker.
Okay.
It's targeting you, Apollo.
Alright.
Watch the Apollo now fucking dies.
He rolled a 12. Cool. Yeah, it misses.
Yeah! Woo!
Yeah, it
Lucky
kind of
draw.
slams its jaw down and kind of gets most of this bench that you and Julius are. Not Julius. Well, Julius is kind of near it, but you and Crux are kind of near, but it doesn't get you. Alright. Crux hits the longsword and misses once, but hits the second time. Okie doke. Apollo, your turn.
Now that I have this thing's attention, I'll actually, as a bonus action, use the pink stone thingy. Like, I'll throw it up in the air so it orbits my head so I can actually use shield.
Mm-hmm.
And then I whack.
Okay, so if you want to, you throw it up in the air to kind of initiate it, but you don't actually cast it until you need to. Is
No,
that right?
yeah, so I
Cool.
have the ability to cast it,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. No, that's fine. Just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So yeah, it's now floating around your head. That will hit.
Sick.
Okie doke. That also hits.
Hey,
And how would you like to do this?
hell
Martial
yeah.
fighters, am I right?
So, how much on this boat is this thing?
About as much as it is on the map, but also the bit of the boat that it's now covering up, it basically there isn't a boat there anymore.
Is there any chance I can go inside and, while killing this thing, get Giuseppe out?
He's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead! I thought he's just like...
No.
Just he fucking died.
If you're wanting to know how much damage you avoided by it missing you, in terms of how much damage it did to Giuseppe with its single bite, it did 41 damage.
Yeah, that
That
would
would
have
have
killed
been
me.
almost me. Okay, yeah, I think Giuseppe's dead. Never mind. I'll just... I don't know. I'll just...
But if you want to climb inside it and kill it while you're inside it, by all means, man.
No. I'll just, very anticlimactic, just pull on its eye and just cut that little... whatever. The eye tendon off.
It's not that little, it's about as wide as your head, but sure.
Okay, sure, but like, compared to its size, it's
Yeah.
pretty small. Just
Okay.
cut it off and then it slides off the boat.
Yep. So yeah, as it comes in for a chomp on you, you kind of dodge out of the way, grab its eye stalk, and just slam your greatsword into it, kind of cleaving it. First attack doesn't go all the way through, then you bring your greatsword back, slam it for a second time, and this time it goes all the way through, and a torrent of blood spews from it as it goes limp and then falls down into the abyss.
Damn, double attack's pretty good.
Well, I guess we didn't need Mr. Flinch.
No. Poor Giuseppe.
He went out like a hero.
His sacrifice shall not be in vain.
He shall be known as a hero amongst the alliance of rebels.
He would have liked that.
Right, shall we go back to Topola's tower and get the orrery then?
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, do you still have the Ice Stalk, Apollo? Or?
Do I?
That's up to you. You're holding onto it and you
Fucking
cleaved
chopped it
off of its thing, so...
I mean,
if you want it.
I may would have not hold on to it, but it probably fell into the boat, right? Could have
Sure.
chopped it off in there.
Yeah, it's in
Probably there.
the boat if you
Cool.
want it then.
Yeah, I'll,
Yeah.
I'll grab it. Oof.
He's got to smoke that
Mr.
shit later.
Alright, let
No,
me...
it's more like, you know, hey, look, we killed it. Here's its fucking Ice Stalk. Give us the
Yeah.
shit.
Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to add that to your inventory then.
Oh.
What are you uh-ohing?
Oh. Zoop, zeep, zappa, doopa.
Same.
Alright, it's now in your inventory.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Don't see it.
It's under loot, I think I put it under.
Why? I need to move my... Yep, there it is.
Improvised club. 1d6.
Well, you could probably make that in Hero Forge if you wanted to, because they did add floppy weapons for April Fool's Day.
What the
Floppy weapons.
Yeah, if you want a floppy longsword, you can now have a floppy longsword.
Wow, that's amazing.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention. So, rewind before you get back to Topola's Tower, and before potentially anything else happens, as you cut off its eye stalk, but before it completely falls off. This is scripted, so I'm also going to say it regurgitates the pieces of Giuseppe. It vomits onto the ship the remnants of Giuseppe and a partially digested dwarf skeleton wearing some sort of strange suit.
Oh.
I'll
Since
gather
nobody-
the pieces of Giuseppe.
Yeah, let's just gather it up. Nobody has it yet. Let's just bring it back first, maybe.
Okay,
Let's say it's nobody's property.
sure. By the way, I realized something recently that I don't think we really utilize. There is a party resources module I installed fucking forever ago where I can track resources for you if you wanted to like pool your money together or whatever. That's a thing that we can fairly easily track. And I've had it for like months and never remembered I had it. And I noticed it like last week and went, oh yeah, that would probably be helpful from time to time.
I'm not
So
gonna
if you
share
ever-
my money with these communists.
But if you ever do want to share resources, whether that's money, food, health potions, whatever, we can track that separately from your character sheets, basically. Particularly useful for things like in Star Wars, for instance, you had the stuff that was on the ship. Same sort of concept, so... Or I guess in this, you have stuff that you might want to leave on the ship when you get back to your ship, eventually. If you get back to your ship, eventually.
If. Oh, shit.
Alright. You return to Topola, then.
Yells. With the floppy eye.
Ah, excellent. So you were successful, then?
Yes.
And no
Pull out the eye
casualties.
stalk.
That's good to see.
Well, I'll just hold up the pieces of Giuseppe.
Oh. Did you break your phone?
No, it was Giuseppe.
What's a phone?
What?
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 Who? What?
What?
It's
one of the ones downstairs, though.
Right. Well, as promised, here's your reward. It is the Wild Space Orrery. As I briefly explained before, it's a gizmo that will show you where you are in relation to the various islands, rocks, potentially other vessels within the Fell Skies. Once you reach your destination, you can always use the orrery to get your bearings. She hands you over this kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, an orrery is kind of like those solar system models that are kind of like a table or what have you, and it's like things that move around on it. So it's kind of like that, but it's on like a disc, and whenever whoever picks it up, it will kind of magically replicate the shapes of various islands. But they're all on like little metal stalks that move around in relation to you. So it's not a full map, but it's like almost like radar GPS sort of thing.
It's a mini map.
Yeah, essentially. That's a good way of explaining it. It's a mini-map. And so if you know which direction you're going to, which you can point out where Doomspace is for you, you can use it to get to Doomspace, and then from there navigate through Doomspace. It doesn't require attunement. Who wants it as their item to keep a hold of even?
Seems like a Julius kind of item.
I mean, it depends, because if I'm going to be flying the ship whenever we get back, I should probably take it.
That is a good point.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, I'll add it to Jericho's inventory. You now have the Wild Space Orrery.
Before we leave, you want to cast Identify on that suit thingy?
We could, but Identify is like a ritual spell, so it's going to take like an hour or some shit.
Oh, yeah, we can also do it back on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
At least I'm pretty sure Identify is a...
Is
it
it?
just takes a minute. It's just because most ritual spells take quite a while to cast.
Yeah, it depends
So
what it says.
know.
If it says casting time, 1 action or what have you, then... Casting time...
1 minute.
1 minute. Alright. Yeah, you can spend 1 minute identifying it if you want.
Let's
Crack
do
my
that, name.
knuckles and look at Julius. I'll be like, watch this. As I cast Identify. That's right, baby. I've got it too.
Plot twist, I got it. No.
So when I
Oh,
described...
now I can take something else.
So when I described a suit before, I just said a suit. Let's give it a bit more flair this time. It's a bulky seat. A bulky suit. It's a bulky seat. Like a child's seat. No, it's a bulky suit, which encases your head and body. It has tubes that kind of come near the mouth in a mask. It has goggles. It has a tank attached to the back of it. As you cast Identify, you realize that this is a fish suit. While worn, it enables you to breathe in an airless environment and renders you immune to the harmful effects of any gas that surrounds you. The suit also grants you a swimming speed equal to your walking speed while underwater, or a flying speed equal to your walking speed in an environment with no gravity.
And to work out for that dwarf.
Well, he was clearly going for a little swim through the fell skies and got eaten.
So wait, if I was to put this on and then jump off the ship, I would just fly.
Wouldn't you like to know, Everboy? Areas of the fell skies have no gravity, not all of it.
Right, okay.
Let's try that again. There we go. That's what it looks like.
Oh, look at that boy!
Look
And
at him.
even though it was on a dwarf, you get the feeling that if you were to, equip it, it would magically fit you all of a sudden.
Yeah, I was thinking if Julius could wear it. Which I guess he can.
Well.
Rawr,
It's my
rawr, rawr.
dog.
Good
Something
boy.
has spooked him.
Who wants the fish suit?
I mean, we'll just put it as ship infantry. Unless
I
someone really wants it.
I wouldn't mind it. I think it would be pretty cool to have his
Sure.
goggles and everything on, and just like a
ahead.
mask.
Okay, but just saying it now, I know you sent me the link to your Hero Forge character, but you're remaking it with the fish suit on, not me.
I reckon I could do it. That's going to be my next project after finishing my costume. Yeah, fuck it, I'll wear it. That's pretty...
If you didn't hear, by the way, Alex has decided, he mentioned finishing his costume, he's decided that every future session of Sundered Empire, he is going to play in costume as Julius Barnaby III. So he's going to cosplay in a full kind of like latex hippo mask situation.
Yeah, and then on top of that, it's like a real heavy fucking leather like mask.
Yeah.
A diving bell, if you will. He's going to put that on top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We appreciate his commitment to the bit.
Yeah. Real trooper. Thanks, Alex. But don't worry, as a special episode, I will light my hair off.
I mean, I could actually do that. I can't do that while streaming, but I could actually do that because I can do OBS virtual cam, and I can then put a fire sprite over my head.
But no, I'll do it for real.
Welcome to Jackass.
What's more impressive, doing it for real or having a special effects budget on this fucking bullshit?
Yes.
Oh wait, is this? Oh, this fish suit gives you an AC.
It might well do.
Yo, if this works like plate armor, I'm having it, bro.
No, it's a pretty shit DC or AC even.
ACDC?
Not
Yeah,
seeing
man.
it giving you any change to your AC.
Let me have a look. Oh yeah, I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I don't think you can wear it over armor. But you could wear your armor over it, I feel like. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm basically wearing the suit, and I've just got my like apron, which I've kind of stylized as like my scale mail, like just over the top of the suit, and I've just got my goggles like just on my sort of forehead going up.
Right, well, that was exciting. Thank you so much for your help. That's greatly appreciated.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, my dear Lady Topola, says Commodore Crux, giving her a little bow.
It was a pleasure to see you again.
And you, Barnaby, the third of his name, and his house.
Yes.
What house?
The Barnaby house.
Oh. Alright. I'm climbing on the thingy.
You're
Hello.
coming on the thingy? That's gross.
Climbing down
Like
the thingy.
coming on the elevator.
Damn.
It's like Stormfang, but reverse.
Damn. Making fun of the language barrier.
Instead of scared of elevators. He's aroused.
Is
Rawr.
aroused the opposite of scared?
It's certainly not scared.
It's one of the opposites.
Anyway, yes.
I mean,
thank you,
I would
Tom.
argue it's not the opposite, because you can definitely be aroused and scared at the same time.
Maybe that's part of it, alright? I don't know Apollo's mechanics, ask him.
Or Stormfang's, for that matter. Did Stormfang just have a raging hard on every time he was screaming on an elevator?
No.
No? That's disappointing.
Was it a non-raging hard-on?
I think all the blood was rushing to his head rather than his penis.
Which head?
Not that one.
Look at us. Who'd have thought? Huh? Not
What a
me.
funk.
Alright, you head back to the second wind then.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to also thank Topola for allowing me to find the island.
Well, you didn't do it in time, did you?
Well, fucking people were talking about goddamn ejaculating on elevators, right? I know I was one of them, but shut up.
love the wide gamut of topics that we can cover in this campaign. We can talk about the Treaty of Versailles all the way to coming in an elevator.
That's why people come in and tune in.
Mm-hmm. That and the threats to their family.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, you're back in the second wind.
Oh baby.
Ah, you're back, says Mr. Flinch as you get back to the ship. What happened to the jetty?
Yeah, it was like that when we got up.
No, it wasn't.
Continue walking up the stairs.
We were attacked by a fish. I'll go get some of the wood supplies, he says, dropping back into the lower decks.
Don't tell the tree. Sorry.
What? Why would he not tell the tree?
So just walk off.
That one is a strange one. Anything interesting going on Instagram?
On Instagram. I am arranging something.
Right. Let us set sail then.
Yes.
Anyone who's on the deck, which I believe is everyone, you can make me a perception check.
Perhaps not.
A perception. Can do that.
Why does the wild space already look like a crab?
Because that's a generic wondrous item. Image from D&D Beyond.
I was really hoping it was just a crab.
No.
It's a talking crab.
Why would I give you a crab?
Oh, just being kooky?
When you won't even roleplay having sex with me, you really think I'm going to give you crabs?
You don't want me to hong in your ear?
The best part is, no one has any context to that.
No, they don't need it.
Yeah, nice.
What me and you do, Pete, behind closed RP, stays between me and you, Pete.
I've literally never done any closed RP with anyone. Never done any one-on-one sessions with a single person.
No, of course not. Never. He's lying. Two.
I think I've done it with everyone except for Samo, to be fair.
And you know it's the best goddamn RP you've ever had.
Pretty decent. Technically, in that, we also did RP the aftermath of you having had sex with me, so... Because you woke up with a lover.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. What a crazy time D&D is, huh?
Yeah. Anyways, I've changed it so it's no longer a crab. It's now a kind of compass thing instead.
Oh,
Get fucked.
Crab. Pete takes away all the nice things.
Ruddy.
Why'd you have to animate an STD for your current show, Mo? Anyways, you roll perceptions, right? Apollo got on that one.
I'm killing it.
Well, you're killing something, most of your eyesight. Okay, none of you notice until it happens then. Which I love that phrase, because then it builds anxiety as I wait till reveal what happens. Julius, suddenly, you notice someone next to you on the deck.
Oh my god, no. Oh, wait, sorry.
As she suddenly drops from having floated over.
Greetings, Topola.
Hello, Julius. I thought, suddenly it just occurred to me, I could introduce you to a potential ally of mine, Grimzord Garganhale. Grimzord Garganhale.
Okay.
Wait, 1 second. Say that again?
Grimzord Garganhale.
So the way you pronounce it is Grimzor Gargan.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Gargan is a pirate who has fought many battles against the Astral Elves. He and I had a truce that never amounted to much and ended with a peaceful breakup. But he has a small fleet of ships nearby that might be persuaded to help you. And he owes me a favor.
Wonderful. That should hopefully make things a lot easier for us.
I can't write this.
So, I can lead you to the fleet and join your crew for the time being if you want.
Yes, I don't see why not.
Excellent. Tell Crux I'll be taking over as Spelljammer.
Oh,
He will like that.
Oh! Lady Topola, lovely to see you again. Oh yes, lovely to see you too, Crux. Can't talk right now. Yeah, you just speak to Barnaby.
I'm gonna lock herself in that fucking room.
I'm just gonna scratch my head and be like, she's taking over as Spelljammer to take us to a fleet of ships that may be able to help us. Do you not think it was slightly odd the way she was walking off, though?
What?
What?
You just hear in the distance, what?
She's taking over as Spelljammer
That's what she said.
of my ship, the Second Wind.
I believe that is the case, yes.
Okay, fair enough. Right. Okay, and after a few moments, the ship whirs into action as she has now tuned to the Second Wind, and it starts flying the way that she directs it.
Didn't take her 8 hours.
No. She'd be powerful.
Spelljammer, baby.
He's level 30 wizard.
Does anyone want to do anything over the next, we'll say, 3 hours of travel?
Yeah, I'm spoon feeding Aetheron some water. Just need to make sure he's still alive. Add gargling effects to that.
Oh no.
Just
Commitment to the bit, baby. Commitment to the bit.
Yep.
I'll clean my sword and my armor, I guess, after the fight.
Okay. That was so not worth it. Like, if I'd done that with water, fair enough, but it's Coke. It's gonna get sticky. It's in like the little bits of beard hair that I still have under my chin. It's just, why did I do that? Instant regret.
Oh well.
Look what happens when Tommy abandons us, man. Terrible things that befall us.
You decide to listen to me and my good ideas.
Alright, so, after 3 hours then, so everyone can take a short rest if they want to.
Does action surge per short rest? Yes. Bop.
Yeah, that's the other nice thing about doing it in the character sheet is things like action surge will automatically replenish if
Yeah.
you do short rest or long rest, whatever its requirement is, because it will be coded correctly.
Where's my short rest?
It's on your character sheet up near the top. Underneath your hit die is an S dot rest.
I found it.
Next to another one that says L dot rest for long rest. We're just normal men.
I'll take an hour to create some painter's supplies.
Okay.
Which is something I can do. And then I'm just gonna like start painting my new suit, kind of to like match the suit I have on underneath.
Okay, you now have painter's supplies in your inventory.
While short resting, I'm going to use my arcane recovery charge. You know, because I'm a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
So I get back a first level spell slot.
Cool.
That is going to be very handy in the future, Alex.
What?
Arcane recovery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, things are being slow. Goopity gap 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 key. I just want it. I'll eat it.
Yoke. Right, Commodore.
That wasn't Commodore Crux, that was me
I
quoting.
just assumed he was like moaning in the corner because he's no longer.
No, that was me just randomly fucking quoting a Cox and Crandall video while I waited for stuff to load. So it was me doing a Jesse Cox impression. That's not the right Jericho token. That's the right Jericho token.
What are you doing to my Jericho token?
Wouldn't you like to know, Whail boy?
Yes, that's why I asked.
Oh, okay. I was spawning on a map that I'm about to move you to.
Ah!
Right. That's the wrong thing. After 3 hours or so, you start to see things floating through the fell skies. Dead ahead, you see a cloud of debris that appears to be the drifting wreckage of several ships. Crux shouts, "To arms!" peering through his spyglass. "Looks like 3 flying fishes, 3 lampreys, 2 squid ships, and 2 star moths."
That's a lot.
Those are all ship names, by the way. As you get closer, you realize that Crux's count is correct. Topola will come up from the spelljamming helm as well to have a look. This is maybe half of Garganhale's... Sorry, maybe half of Garganhale's fleet. But, his flagship, a space galleon called the Last Breath, it's not here. Can we fit through the debris? That shouldn't be a problem, she says. We should get a move on, unless you think it pertinent to hang around. Or, of course, we could go through, but it will take longer.
Can I go double check the ballista thingy to check if everything's in place?
Yeah, it's still loaded.
Okay.
Alright, so what do you want to do? Stay here, go round, go through.
Would a perception check make any sense here? Check if going through is safe or whatever? Or if I can spot anything?
You can roll perception, see if you spot anything. I would say anything beyond that in terms of like safety or what have you is, I can only tell you what you see. Yeah, so you see wreckage all about. It looks like some sort of big battle happened here. Topol hasn't mentioned recognizing any ships, or rather, she doesn't mention any ships clearly not being part of Gargan's fleet. So you'd assume that Gargan lost the battle, and these are the remnants of only his ships and not whoever attacked them. You can see mentioning pockets of lack of gravity in the fell skies, that whether it's because these are spelljamming ships that have been destroyed or what have you, there are floating corpses as well occasionally.
So there's no gravity.
It would appear, based on the fact that there are floating corpses, that if you wanted to try and float off the ship, you could. There is gravity on the ship itself, so you're not floating while on board, but if you jumped over the edge, you wouldn't fall.
Perhaps I should go and take a look a bit more closely at some of the wreckage.
I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna just like run to the end of the ship, just start like barreling towards it, and just jump off.
So, Alex's third character.
Do you want to be like tied up by like?
No, he's gone. He's fucking gone.
Like a rope.
I really wish I had the sound effect from Assassin's Creed for the leap of faith. You know, the little eagle cry. Just
yeah.
All right, Julius, you're now floating away.
Not only is he floating away, we are flying past him.
Bye.
As you start to float, you start to come into kind of direct path with what appears to be a corpse floating towards you. Do you make any action to try and avoid the corpse, or do you try and float towards it? What do you want to do?
I'll float towards it.
Okay.
Kiss him.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Oof.
Okay. As you float past, then you notice that the corpse appears to be, well, dead for a long time, first of all. Pale-skinned, weathered face, kind of gaunt, dark hair. And then, as the body continues to kind of drift past you, you feel it grab your ankle. Wait, you're not dead.
The last time I checked, I wasn't.
The name is Dojio Dali.
What happened here, Dojio?
We were attacked. There was, elves.
Astral elves.
Yes, my brethren, he still survives. Vitalio Dagamo. He points towards another corpse not too far away. Please, save her.
I will try my best.
If you kick me, I should be able to make it to your ship.
Can I roll insight?
Sure.
See if he's like trying to trick me or something.
I'll also walk towards like the part of the ship that like closest to like see what's going on.
That'd
Ooh.
just be how the dice work sometimes. Nat 1 followed by a nat 20. He doesn't seem to have any ill intentions towards you or the ship, but upon looking at him now, like more focusing on him, your original assessment is correct. He is a corpse. He is a vampire. You see his fangs. You can tell he's malnutritioned, hasn't drank blood in a while, but yeah, he's a vampire. And he's currently still holding onto your leg, just for context as well.
Oh boy, he's sucking.
I'm gonna...
What to do?
Oh, that's actually the wrong token.
Alex's head right now. I could be a vampire hippo.
But
I could have tusks and fangs.
Alex doesn't really like vampires. He's never been a fan of playing vampire sort of characters, so
do I really know anything about vampires? Are they like, obviously I know what I know about vampires, but in this world they may be different to what I'm aware of. So would I know anything about them?
With your nat 20, you know that vampires are undead creatures. They eat, drink, and sleep because they like to, not because they must. So, you know, they can eat food, they can drink substances, but they don't require to. They are undead. They usually rest in wooden coffins or grates full of grave dirt, and in the absence of such containers, they can sleep in coffins. In absence of coffins and crates even, they can sleep in kind of larger containers of some kind. They are not inherently evil, but they do tend to lean that way because the one thing that they do need to survive is blood. And blood of animals is usually lesser to the blood of mortals. Specifically, usually the thing that works best for a particular vampire is the blood of whatever species they were originally. So, a Giff vampire could drink human blood, and it would be better than drinking a rabbit's blood, for instance. But a Giff's blood is going to be the best nutrition for them. So because they require blood for sustenance, they tend to kill people to maintain their lifestyle. So, as I said, not inherently evil, but also not inherently great.
I'm gonna just say, I must speak with my crew first.
Aye, well, let's go back to your ship then.
I must speak to them alone to begin with.
You're just gonna leave me floating out here?
For now.
You're a cold-hearted son of a bitch.
I'm gonna...
But he lets go of your foot and continues floating.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to the ship. I'm gonna sort of like get everyone to gather round.
Okay. What did you find, Julius?
There are vampires out there.
Vampires?
I did not feel as if the one that clung to my leg had ill intent, but...
Whoa. It touched you?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I read in the book once that vampirism can be spread by physical contact.
That's nonsense. And besides, I'm in a suit. He did not touch my skin.
Yes, that's a good point.
As I said, I did not feel ill intent, but can they be trusted? And if we refuse them help, and they are innocent and would not cause us harm, what kind of people are we?
Well, I think that vampires are impure creatures that should be struck from this world. Better to leave them, or better yet, take them on board just to destroy them.
That's enough from you, Commodore.
Yes, I cannot say I agree with that way of thinking. I think innocents are innocents. Doesn't matter what race or species or type of person they are. If they have done nothing wrong, they should be left alone.
It's unnatural.
Nothing of this is natural, and I'm pointing around us.
Well, I mean, from a purely scientific point of view, at what point does the unnatural start being natural if it becomes the new norm? The Sundered... I'm getting off track.
Yes.
No, I understand you. I agree.
I mean, hey, we should give him a chance. And if he squanders this help, I'm sure we're capable enough to, you know, unalive him.
Agreed.
I nod as well.
But I think we should take a vote, just in case.
Well, as long as they're not going to touch me, I don't want to become a vampire.
We can see to that.
I won't have them under my command.
Luckily for us, Commodore, you're not flying the ship.
It's still my ship, Jericho, Uhroson.
Well, technically, Commodore, it is contracted out. You just chose to break that contract.
What?
And seeing as the hired captain is not here, and Topola is flying the ship, I would say she is more in command. I apologize.
Never before have I been betrayed like this.
He pulls out a Gatling gun.
No, he just kind of clutches at his heart instead, in kind of like a clearly exaggerating, but like, I can't believe you've done this sort of vibe.
I'm sorry, Commodore, but if something had happened to you and that then became your everyday life and you found yourself in their position, would you not want help?
He narrows his eyes, but doesn't give you a verbal response. There we go, finally finished setting up vampires. At that point, Flinch will pipe up there and go, although, why are the vampires floating around in the fell skies? I mean, I thought these were, these friends of yours, Topola. She just, scratches the back of her head and goes, yep, Oh, maybe they hire some pirates occasionally. may have heard that in the grapevine, that occasionally Gargan hires some vampires. Yeah, you get a strong feeling that she knew that he hired vampires.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's literally the sound that comes out.
And are they well-behaved vampirates, so
Well,
to speak?
Strictly speaking, when Gargan and I were together, he wasn't a vampire, and then he died. But he still owes me a favor, so she gives you kind of finger guns.
That didn't really answer the question.
Starting to not like this plan more and more.
Are they gonna eat us when they come onto the ship, or?
It's kind of racist, Apollo.
I'm just basing it off of my experience.
You have experience with vampires?
Do I?
I'm
I would say
asking
I
you.
do. I would say I do. Yes, I do.
Well, there we go. That was thousands of years ago, Apollo.
That is correct.
They could have evolved.
What are
That's
you
why I asked the
talking
question.
about thousands of years ago?
Don't worry, we're old.
Never heard of a mortal who can live that long.
What do you mean elves do?
No, they live for hundreds of years. Don't exaggerate.
He also just exaggerated.
Roll me a deception check.
Kind of want to fail this one.
Oh, good news.
Hey.
Yes, it's because we're vampires too, Commodore. I
Roll
wave my
deception,
arms
that's
in like
like-
a really, really stupid way.
He kind of turns to you and narrows his eyes, but Mr. Flinch will, flinch and go...
Oh, well, you're bone flinch, because I've touched you multiple times.
He kind of looks at his own hands in horror.
God, it's so easy. Oh.
By now, you're probably already a vampire. You just don't know yet.
Roll me another deception check. With advantage, because I didn't make Jericho roll one earlier, so...
With advantage. Hey. Still ass. What the fuck?
No. He kind of crumples to the floor, kind of squatting, bringing his knees up to his chin, and just runs one hand through his hair.
Just joking, Mr. Flinch. Stand up. Get a hold of yourself.
I knew that, he says, standing up and kind of clearly trying to brush off the awkwardness. Okay, so it sounds like it's 2 against 4 regarding bringing the vampires on board. Which is good, because if we destroy them, then it might be a little bit harder to convince Captain Gargan to help us. Well, I'm not sure I want the help of a vampire.
And we got more XP.
What?
Well,
Nothing.
I'm going to bring them aboard.
I'll be watching them, he says, kind of running his hands over his musket.
You do that.
We'll all be watching them.
I'll float on over.
I also lean against my sword.
I think the general consensus, Commodore, is if they do anything shady, we are putting them out of misery. but we are giving them a chance first.
As you approach the original vampire, he goes, "Ah, you're back."
Yes.
What did your crew say?
Rescuing you.
Good. We're eager to serve in whatever we can. But please, help Vitalia Dagamore. You can kick me towards the ship.
I will kick him towards the ship.
Ooh, can I catch the vampire?
Sure. Roll me just a straight dexterity check.
I got him. I got him. I didn't put my big glove on. I don't got him.
Right. Bear with me 1 second. So you kind of kick off of him, Julius, sending him towards the ship.
Oh, wait, actually, no, I can be smart. I can be smart. Wait, let me be smart.
No, you already rolled an 8. As you reach out to catch him, though, Jericho, suddenly a crimson flag floats by and wraps itself around your head. Briefly, you think that you're turning into your mummy form, because it's a very similar sensation, and he just floats naturally onto the ship next to you as you're trying to get rid of that. Ah, my flag, he says, taking it off of your head.
Oh, thank you. Ooh.
We made it crimson, like blood, he says, stroking the flag.
Or my skin. And I just look at my fire skin.
Yes. What lovely skin you have.
Yeah, I wouldn't try. It's hot.
Ah, my skin is cold.
Yep. I'd like to put my hand out to shake his hand. And make sure fucking Fletch or whatever his name's watching.
Can I roll another insight on this guy now? Maybe his
Sure.
intent changed. Also, I don't know about it. Oh, right, okay, that's good. I figured it out.
That's a great roll. Yeah, no, he's super trustworthy.
Cool.
You get over to the other vampire, Vitalia Dagamore. Ah, took you long enough.
Yes, yes. Let's go.
She will gently hold onto your shoulder as you redirect towards the ship.
Mm-hmm.
What a peculiar vessel, she says as she steps aboard, looking over at the tree. Yes, isn't it beautiful, Vitalia? A bit vibrant for my taste. But you, she says, looking over at Apollo, very gothic.
I look awkwardly at her, but I mean, obviously you can't tell, so I'm just staring at her.
She flashes you a smile, which briefly shows her fangs.
And I nod. Not really. Not really interested in conversing. Wait, can I also roll instead for her?
Sure.
Cool. Damn.
Also seems perfectly trustworthy.
Cool. Best friends forever.
Right, thank you for the rescue. What is your name?
Julius Barnaby III.
Oh, the third. You must be from a long line.
Yes,
At least 3 of them.
very long line. Our house dates back to, well, mid-history.
He offers out his hand to you to shake.
I will shake it.
There is power in blood, he says. And you get a feeling for a moment that his thumb kind of like, while shaking your hand and coming off of your hand, lingers over your pulse on your wrist.
Yes, there is.
Yes, I know people who used to use magic related to their blood. Unfortunately, that tradition seems to have mostly died out these days.
What is Flinch doing right now?
Flinching.
Can I look at him? Okay.
Yes, I'm also a person that harnessed his magic for blood.
Oh, did you really? He says, turning back to you, Jericho.
Yes.
Fascinating. But I get the sense that you lost them.
Yeah, I mean, you could probably tell from when I say used to.
Pain is a terrible thing. The heart, such a fickle organ.
Right.
Anyway, we were hoping to meet up with your captain.
Huh. Well, let me send out the signal, he says, and he gives a smile. He reaches into his pocket and throws something up into the air that you don't... It's such a quick movement, you don't actually see what he throws. But suddenly, a will-o-wisp kind of merges out of the sky above the ship and floats down. It's a tiny ball of light. It quickly flies around the mast and then settles a few feet above the main deck, changing colours as it hovers in place. Well, Stormy, maybe I can be of assistance. One moment.
I feel like you could have just done that while you were floating.
Will-o-wisps get tired. I am a representative of Gargan's fleet, and I was with the fleet when the Astral Elves attacked. I stayed behind to feed on the life energy of the dying. I can guide you to where Gargan's fleet typically regroups. The rendezvous point is a day away.
Well, that's rather handy.
Ironic. I do not have hands, says the will-o-wisp.
Apologize.
Why are you apologizing? It's fine.
Hands are very useful.
No, I mean, you don't have to brag about it, but this way. And the will-o-wisp will float towards the front of the ship. Follow my directions, Spelljammer. Topola nods her head and will go back below deck. Crux just goes, I don't like this. And that is where we'll leave the session.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's do XP real quick.
P.
XP. It's in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
What?
It says I only have 2,700 experience.
Have you ever had a XP bonus through downtime?
Yes, I
How
had
much was that?
50 whole XP.
Then you have the same XP that I have. Then you have 6,808.
I thought I checked all that.
man.
Apologies.
Where's my extra XP?
Haven't finished the downtime activity
Complete
yet.
some shit in a downtime and don't die, nerd.
I was just about to say, your character died.
Yeah, I'm not a bitch like Calum. Didn't just have my
Bitch
character
like
saved.
Calum. I didn't ask. Pete just did it.
Yeah, well, so, a true D&D player would have refused. You would have asked for him to die.
That's just fucking dumb, Alex. Why would I make a character if I just want him to die?
To be fair,
You've
because
already
people,
prepared like 200 other characters.
yeah, people enjoy making characters. So,
I mean, I do. Don't get me wrong.
right.
Like,
Are
I just
you
follow the narrative.
are you ready, kids?
Yes.
Aye, Captain. Okay.
You all gain 1,800 XP.
8,608.
Correct.
Alex, that would be
8558.
yes, very, 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 very good. God damn,
Swag.
that worm gave some XP. God damn.
All right.
Oi.
Well, that's the session. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you, boys, for playing. And remember,
Thank you for DMing.
Yeah.
Calum's already out of Foundry. It's ironic. He's usually the first one in and the first one out.
Then I'll be the second. Ah.
What
I'm
the
probably the last one in.
What the fuck, Sammer? Why'd you leave?
Yep.
I said, why'd you leave, not you left.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Yep. 3.
Sorry, Alex and I are jamming.
What a banger.
Absolute bop.
Damn, FOMO.
But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. Hope you all had fun. Take care. We will probably be back next week.
Goodbye.
Hopefully.
Bye-bye.
Why hopefully?
Death and despair.